Hello, I'm Dr. Tom, and I'd like to welcome you to another Friday update. And what a spectacular week it has been. I'm telling you, I'm still buzzing, I'm still energized, I'm still fired up and excited as a result of our virtual global family reunion call that we had this past week, this past Saturday, actually. And it's just so rewarding to watch the growth and to see the excitement, to hear the excitement that was happening on our virtual. You realize this is the first time we've done a global virtual broadcast, if you will, and what a tremendous response we had from all over the world, from every continent, from multiple countries. It was very rewarding to go back and review, and when you're in the moment of doing something like that, then you get a chance to go back and look at it, because we always do that. We always learn something, and I'll touch on that in just a moment. The family part of this, the virtual global family. What a great energy of family that was portrayed on that call and on the follow-up trainings that I'll get to as well. You see, that unit of family is so critically important. We are a Gen family. It's why we refer to each other as brothers and sisters, because we truly are. This is the family you chose. This is the family you chose. And it is a great energy to be in this family. It is a great sending and receiving. It is a great reciprocal energy of that energy ball of growth that happens inside this club. And the success stories continue. It's an amazing journey that we're on. And the reunion part of that, we touched on this on the call on Saturday. And the reunion part, to get together and to reflect back on the relationships that have been built, the growth that has occurred, the businesses that have been started, and the business that's been shared between members. It's truly rewarding, and it's truly spectacular, and it is truly an event worth watching again. So make sure that you realize that this is available for you on the website. You see, as we do each of these, we learn something. We learned about doing the broadcast, and we learned how to fine-tune it, and we pay attention to those things with the team, and we reviewed this on Wednesday on our team meeting, and how can we make it better, and how can we make it smoother, and how can we do different things and learn the nuances and the idiosyncrasies of a Zoom call. And we did, and we will be better next time. And we learned certain technical things that we can do that will make your experience even more enjoyable and make your experience easier for you to view. At the end of the call, it was amazing, the numbers of people that were on this call, and the numbers of people who were commenting back and forth, and as their faces showed up at the end on the screens, and as they were saying, we don't want to get off, we don't want to end the call, because we're feeling the energy and that vibration, that frequency that is the club of the Global Information Network. And so we're working on some things that are spectacular there, because we truly follow the training. In MHS, we've been at this for 40 years. And so do we have 40 years of experience, or are we having 1 year of experience that's repeated 40 times? If you don't learn and you don't adapt and you don't mold and you don't work your way into a new way of presenting information and a new way of delivery and a new way of keeping score, then you're just stuck in a 1 year model 40 different times. In the world of the Global Information Network, we've been at this for 11 years. So do we have 11 years of experience? Absolutely. It's not 1 year of experience 11 different times repeated. Well, yesterday was our 37th anniversary, our wedding anniversary. And so I can assure you that I have 37 years of experience, not 1 year experience 37 different times. And I just want to do a special shout out, Anna. I love you. It's been a glorious adventure together, and it is truly spectacular. I look forward to the upcoming years as well. And yes, I will be home soon to celebrate this day. I will tell you and share with you as well that not only is the call available, the live event that we did for 90 minutes, that is available on the website. If you'll go to the home page, click on news, you'll get a drop down under announcements, and then you can click on the virtual family reunion. So that will get you, if you missed it, or if you would just simply like to listen to some of the nuggets again that were presented, that were presented by Dr. Ted and by Blaine and by Lee. That information is available for you to review, and if you've not seen it, that's where you can see it for the first time, which will lead you to the second aspect of what we did on Saturday, and that was to release different modules of training for you. Different modules that are now stored on the website, and again, you can click on the website and view these different modules under the Global Family Reunion or Virtual Family Reunion. Those things are available for you. And I wanted to just remind you, for those of you who might not have been on the call, you might not have heard this, we have trainings that are for you from different members. We had trainings, additional trainings that will be from myself and from Blaine and from Ted and from Lee and from Shelley Miller as well, talking about it's all about balance. And Dr. Ted's topic was Your Mind Matters, and Blaine's was the power of family. Lee Kinney did the power of communication. Meg and Erin joined us in producing a training for you talking about Jen's next generation. How can we get the children, how can we get the youth, the young people of the world, of the planet, started in the right direction, learning this information so that when they have 11 years of being in the club, that they can share 11 years of experience versus the same routine that they may be locked into. These are ways in which you can learn the Success Mastery Course principles at a very young age. So again, thank you to them. Tom Ward talking about your successful life experience. Tremendous information. My training is on It's All Energy, and Peter Sage did one on the power of community. Heather Purdue did a member for member mentoring update for you, if you will, and those those modules are available for you to view. They are videos, and you can spend some time sharing that information with each other and listening and learning and moving forward in this glorious club of Jen. We'll tell you, we do have a special edition. I mentioned this on the call that Ed and Erlene were in the wilderness areas of the Great North fishing as they typically do this time of year. We will release this week an additional training about choice and about wiring your brain and about if you fall into fear or if you fall into faith and the ways in which you bring about what you think about. And I will tell you that it is such a gem and such a jewel for this club to have as a member and as a mentor and as a teacher and as a trainer. I was fortunate enough to meet him decades and decades and decades, it's probably 4 of those now, ago when I met this gentleman, and he's been a mentor and a dear friend ever since. I attended his Successful Life course, and many of these principles are taught in that course as well. Tom Ward is having one of those this fall, so go on the website, check that out. Ed is one of those true icons in the industry, and when you when you get to the point where you can be known as Ed, as a single name, you've truly arrived. And many of you may not know that his last name is Foreman because it's always just been Ed and Erlene. And it's a wonderful group. The information that they have shared and the friendship that they have shared and the giving that they have for the club members of Jen. It's truly authentic. It's very comforting and it's very rewarding. The amount of information that they have shared over the years and the ways in which they communicate and share, there are great lessons that each of us can learn from them. So Ed's topic will be released this week. Once you see this, it will be up and live on the website. So if you've seen the others, and to tell you, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have viewed this information, the modules that I just referenced. So if you have not yet been on the website and done that, please do. You will win, and you can do the celebration of the win as you move forward with those. And now we're adding one from Ed, and we'll have another special announcement for you next week. I do want to tell you that they are a true cornerstone of this club. And the things that we talk about in this club, the things that are important in this club, like the continuation of the level 5 testing, we're going to add that to this club where you can do online level 5 testing. We are in the final stages of testing that this week, and it is our anticipation that next week I will have a spectacular announcement for you regarding level 5 testing and the ways in which you can contact us. Again, it's always at support@genunited.com with any of your questions to get the particulars once we make that announcement, and I do believe that that will be happening for you next week. I talked about the cornerstone of Ed and Erin and the different trainers and teachers and legacy instructors that we have inside this club, because they get the foundational principles, and that is listening to those audios, building those relationships, listening to those audios, attending the events. And what we did on the virtual aspect is brand new, and we are so excited and in such great anticipation of actually seeing so many of you new members, the growth that's happened since January and February and March and April and May and continued in June and July, the growth that's happening in this club, the benefits that you're receiving already will be magnified once you actually get in the energy, get in the room, when you get in the presence, when you get in that sphere of energy ball that happens as a global club. When that occurs for you, your life will change forever. You will be able to plug into information that it's difficult to describe to you until you actually experience it. Because this is what happens. When you get around those like-minded people, when you begin to build that relationship, when you begin to have conversation talking about another cornerstone, the books that you've read, the information, the study that you've done, the webinars that you've watched, the things that you have in common with people that you've never met before, from other countries, from other cultures, from other ways of life, from different points of view, from different thought processes, from different actions. You see, their background may be very different than yours, yet you have a common denominator, the Success Mastery course. And as you begin to apply those things inside the Success Mastery course, and as you begin to see the wins and celebrate the wins and the references like I made last week about things coming to you from off the radar, jobs and promotions and relationships and finance, and the tips of the financial Fridays that are happening. I mean, all of these pieces of the information that begin to come together for you when you begin to listen to those things. When you begin to watch those things, you see they're stored, they're recorded differently in your brain, the different action, the different input, the different sensory inputs that you have. When you're listening auditorially, or when you're seeing, when you can see with your eyes and you hear with your ears. Certain aspects of this training and certain tests that come up happen before level 5, and they're there for a reason. Please take them. They're there for a reason, because when you write things down and you're instructed to even utilize white paper and blue ink for a specific reason, you'll get that as you go through the training. As you do that, when you write that down, when you put pen to paper, it's stored in a different area of your brain, and it's recalled and it's cemented in a different way. So that's why we talk about different aspects, different ways in which you can learn. Because our goal is to have you learn as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and apply it as quickly as you can, so you can celebrate the wins as quickly as you possibly can. Because our goal inside the Global Information Network is to get you to dream again. Maybe it's to get a new dream. Maybe it's to get a bigger dream. Maybe it's simply to rekindle the flame of a dream you had years ago. A dream that you might have given up on because you just didn't see a way. You didn't have the right connections. You didn't know the right people. You didn't have enough positive people in your life who kept supporting you and who kept reminding you that you can do it and that you are enough. Maybe there's negativity around you. It's certainly a lot of it out there in the world. Focus on the positivity. Focus on, as I talked about, growing that energy ball with positive energy. You can grow an energy ball with negative energy, and you know some people who are pretty good at that. Spend your time with the people who move you in the direction of your dream, who move you in the direction of your desire, who move you in the direction of your destiny, so that you can, in fact, send and receive the energy and the information and the success and the life that you desire, so that you can in fact be, do, and have everything you desire. I'm so proud and honored to be a part of this club with you. Until next week, I'm Dr. Tom. Have a spectacular week.